Well, good morning. Or afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. It's Thursday, so it's time for a concert. It's 5 p.m. in the UK and it's 9 a.m. in California, so that means it's 8 hours difference if you're across the Atlantic Ocean and on the other side of the United States. So, I just wanted to start with this song, just so we remember what this whole life thing is about. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, nobody is, let's make this clear. Learning how to love and be loved anyway, that's a big part of why we're here. If I'm not perfect, will you still love me just the way I am? If you're not perfect, I will love you the very best I can. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, nobody is, I hope it's clear. But learning how to love and be loved anyway, that's a big part of why we're here. Even with our imperfections, we are still amazing. Inside every one of us, a brilliant star is blazing. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, nobody is, I hope it's clear. But learning how to love and be loved anyway, that's a big part of why we're here. Even with your imperfections, you are so amazing. I can see inside of you, a brilliant star is blazing. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, nobody is, I hope it's clear. Learning how to love and be loved anyway, let's start learning how right here. None of us are going to be perfect. I think thinking we have to be perfect all the time creates lots of trouble. I think it does. Accepting ourselves for the fact that we're learning as we go, and then just remembering to love everybody because everybody's learning, right? Just wanted to start with that. I just wanted to start with that today. Good morning, Karen and Dano. Okay, you're still celebrating. Yesterday was Dano's birthday. Good morning, Adrian and Rose. Wow. Okay, so, whoa, we're gonna change things one by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small thing, but it has the power to change the world. Sign language, let's do a little of that. Whoa, we're gonna change. That's change. Can you do change? That's when things aren't the same, right? They change to something else. Change thing or things. If you got more than one, you go a bunch of times. Change things one by one. This is arrange, so we're going to again arrange. Rearrange things. Filling up a bucket where we keep all of that good feelings in our hearts and everybody else keeps it in theirs. We're going to fill other people's buckets. Filling up a bucket seems like a small thing. Being kind, saying nice things, it seems so small. But it has the power to change the world. Power to change the world. Let's try it. Whoa, we're gonna change things one by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small thing, but it has the power to change the world. Want to change the world? We have the power every minute, every hour. Take a look around, what do you see? Lots of people like you and me. Folks teasing Tiana, picking on Juan, laughing at Lexi, leaving out Sean, ragging on Ryan, pushing around Dwight, making fun of Molly. It's just not right. Whoa, we're gonna change things. One by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. Dipping buckets, that's not fair. On the bus, the playground, everywhere. Too much worry, too much fear. Want to change the world? It starts right here by not joining in when others dip. Catching ourselves when we start to slip. A person in trouble needs a friend. We know what to do. We step right in. Whoa, we're gonna change things. One by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. Take my hand, come along. We're all connected, we all belong. Let's make this world a better place to be. Whoa, can you sing it with me? Whoa, we're gonna change things. One by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. It has the power to change the world. It has the power to change the world. It does. Those little kindnesses, those little things we do to help somebody, make them feel like somebody sees them and what they're going through in their life, yeah, makes such a difference. Yeah. I promised that we would have a visit from our friend, the black rhinoceros. These animals are very big. Do you know they weigh about the weight? They have the weight of like a normal car. That's a big animal. So, here we go. Let's visit. Let's see. I am a black rhinoceros. I weigh over a ton. Big as I am, you may not guess how fast that I can run. I have 2 horns, sometimes 3 that stick out of my head. Do not pick a fight with me or you may end up dead. I am a vegetarian, I graze on leaves and shoots. I snack on twigs and pretzels, I am fond of many fruits. Thorns and sticks don't bother me, that's why I have thick skin. If tasty leaves are in a bush, I push my way right in. I have 3 legs I stand on, each with 3 little toes. How do they hold up all my weight? The truth is no one knows. I am a black rhinoceros, be careful around me. I have a nasty temper, I'm as ornery as can be. I know I can look silly rolling in the mud, it's true. But don't be fooled, I'm dangerous and I'm much faster than you. Black rhinoceros. Wow, what an imposing figure. Oh my gosh. Did you know when I say that we're not as fast as they are, they can run up to 34 miles an hour? How do they get all of that weight to move that fast? The fastest human being in the world, Usain Bolt, can only run 28 miles an hour. Actually, just under 28 miles an hour. Wow. So, rhinoceroses have existed for 50 million years on this planet. And black rhinoceroses have been around for a little under that, 4.5 million years. Humans have existed for 200,000 years, as, humans. And so that means if the black rhinoceros was alive for 24 hours in a day, that human beings would have showed up in the last hour. So they've been around a lot longer than we have. Oh my gosh. Yes. The truth is, we need to help them because we're taking up a lot of their space where they live. And some different kinds of rhinoceroses have actually gone extinct. Yeah. So we need to help them. Those amazing animals. Well, okay. I think it's time. Everybody needs to stand up. Got your fingers ready? Okay. So I think I've told you this story before, but we took a vote in our house on who is the best tickler. And I am very good. I have had much practice on many children all around the world. But when we took the vote, I didn't win. David voted for his mom. Andy voted for his mom. Kathy voted for her too. I was the only one who voted for me. So at the end, we made up this song for Kathy and her tickling abilities. Yes, so you can help me out. Whenever you hear me say, tickle, you go like this. No! Tickle, no! Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Tickle, no! Tickle, no! Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Now, there may be some of you who really don't like to be tickled. There's some people like that. And it hurts when they get tickled. If you're one of those people, you need to tell everybody, please don't tickle me. For the rest of us, it's free trade. Okay, so when you're bringing your hands down saying, no, like this, you might take this cluster and go to the person next to you. Or this cluster, go to the person next to you, unless they really don't like to be tickled. Or if you're really good, you can do them both at the same time. Okay? Let's try it. Tickle, no, tickle, no, silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Tickle, no, tickle, no, silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. She's the beast of the east, the best of the west. If you haven't seen the wiggle whomp, you ain't seen nothing yet. Giggle, giggle, gumbo, tickle, whisker, stew. The silly willy wiggle whomp is coming just for you when she says tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Lock all the windows, bolt all the doors. What's that? Oh no, the wiggle whomp is coming across the floor. You can hide in your closet or underneath your bed. It's all been tried before, my friend, but it hasn't stopped her yet when she says tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, whomp. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yay. Do you know what song? It was requested last week, but we didn't get to it. But we haven't done this song in a while. Avocados grow on a tree. They fall to the ground when they're ready to eat. Push on the skin if it gives a bit. It's time to make a dish that really gives me the fits. Guacamole. squishy and smooth. Add salt, a little lime or lemon juice. Woo-hoo. Take that avocado, cut it in two. When you get rid of the pit, what's left staring at you. It's rich and creamy, that's the stuff. It's okay to have a taste, but make sure you leave enough for guacamole. Mash up avocados till they're squishy and smooth. Add salt, a little lime or lemon juice. Woo. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Guacamole! Mole! Guacamole! Ole! Ole! It's ugly green and mushy goo. What's that? You say guacamole isn't for you? Let me do you a favor. I got the cure. I can help you out. Just give me your guacamole. Guacamole. Ooh. Mash up avocados till they're squishy and smooth. Add salt, a little lime or lemon juice. Ooh. Guacamole, there's never a doubt. No matter how much you make, you're always gonna run out. Doesn't seem right to simply call it a dip. Why, it's the reason they invented the tortilla chip. Guacamole. Guacamole. Ooh. Mash up avocados till they're squishy and smooth. Add salt, a little lime or lemon juice. Ooh. Last time, here we go. Guacamole! Mole! Guacamole! Ole! Ole! Guacamole! Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I was just at Chipotle the other day getting myself a burrito, and I asked them to put on some guacamole. Makes everything taste good, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. I was thinking I want to do this one. I've been a little under the weather these last couple weeks, and I haven't gotten out enough on the trail. But I take to the trail to see what wonders wait for me, and they never end, 'cause around each bend there's a brand new mystery, like trees that reach up high in a big blue open sky, and the caves and nooks and the gurgling brooks and the water rushing by. Oh, I feel so free, not a care to worry me. Oh, I sing along with the birds and the wind. I take to the trail 'cause I can't wait to be outside and feel the wind upon my skin and the sunlight in my eyes. But everywhere I find, as I leave the world behind, that everything is a song to sing, and I start singing mine. Oh, I feel so free, not a care to worry me. Oh, I sing along with the birds in the wind. I take to the trail and go up high where breezes blow, and feast my eyes on the mountainsides and the valley far below. And I go back, I bring a part of everything I've seen I don't know about you, but getting outside, feeling all that wonderful outdoor air and makes all the difference in the world to me. Yeah. It's summer too, so we can get out and take hikes and go camping, by the creek and have the water go rushing by us. Yeah, if we live in the city, sometimes it's good to get out into the countryside. Get that fresh air, quiet. You know, some people are actually, they get out to the side, to the quiet of nature, and they get scared because they don't hear they don't hear all the cars going by and the trucks and the ambulances and everything and the planes flying overhead. They don't know what to do with the silence. I had that happen one time. I took a friend out on a hike, and she got really nervous because it was so quiet. That was a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, where are we going to go? What are you going to do this summer? You got a trip? Got a trip in mind? Some kind of way to get outside? Yay. Well, let's see. We have Randa here. We have Julia and Nilufar. Nice to see you. Yeah. Well, you're eating donuts. He's going to be 3 years old in 2 months. No, yes, 2 months. That's so funny. And you're eating donuts. That's a good way to celebrate. Donuts, they're happy. Well, I'm thinking I'd like to do this song. I just have to retune my guitar for a second. I'm doing what's called an open tuning. Hey, Victor. This means that I don't need to do anything special with my fingers to make a nice chord. All I have to do is strum. It's a really fun thing. And you can try to... Oh, well, that didn't work. String just broke. Let me get out my other guitar. I have two. Some people who are guitar players have many, many guitars. That tells you usually that they're serious, serious guitar players. I love to play guitar, but I accompany myself rather than being a fabulous guitar player, you know, with all kinds of intricate stuff. So I have two, because my voice does most of the work. So this is a song that I'm getting to here. That I took some lines from one of my favorite prayers and set them to music in honor of a friend, an older friend of mine who passed away. And he was such a great soul. And it captured him, these lines from prayer. Captured him. His name is Fred Schechter. And you know, when we talk about having the power to change the world by our kindnesses, it's something Fred did. He would walk up to you and you would just know that he thought you were wonderful. He did that to everybody. And it just made you feel like you could do anything. He had a smile that was just so special. So these couple lines remind me of Fred and remind me who I want to be. maybe it'll remind you who you want to be. Make my heart overflow with love, overflow with love, overflow with love. Make my heart overflow with love for thy creatures. And grant that I may become the sign, become the sign, become the sign. Grant that I may become the sign of thy mercy. And forgetful of self, forgetful of self, forgetful of self, and forgetful of self, but ever mindful of what is thine. Make my heart overflow with love, overflow with love, overflow with love. Make my heart overflow with love for thy creatures. And grant that I may become the sign, become the sign, become the sign. Grant that I may become the sign of thy mercy. And forgetful of self, forgetful of self, forgetful of self, and forgetful of self, but ever mindful of what is thine. What's that gonna look like today? If your heart overflows with love, what does that look like today? Maybe just listening a little better to somebody. Or maybe it means having patience for a friend who isn't at their best, who isn't perfect right then. Maybe it means thinking about what you can do for Mother Earth. Or maybe it means taking a moment for yourself. Just breathe. To remember who you are, who the best part of you is. None of us are perfect. We're just learning what it means to be a human and be our best most of the time. Not all the time, we can't do it. It's impossible. So, you guys have a wonderful week. And let your heart overflow with love wherever you go.